Today, we're talking about the one part of your car that is, and I mean this literally, carrying the entire weight of your safety on its shoulders. But, it's often the last thing we ever think about. Yep, your tires. They are the unsung heroes of your vehicle, and we're going to uncover the absolutely critical stuff you need to know to stay safe out there. I mean, really think about that for a second. Your tires are the only thing connecting your car to the road. That's it. Just a little patch of rubber about the size of your hand. Everything, your braking, your steering, and especially how your car responds in emergency, it all comes down to that tiny little contact patch. Because those round black things are so much more complex than they look. Seriously, they're covered in what looks like a secret code, and they hold these surprising facts that affect not just your safety, but your wallet too. So today, we are going to decode those secrets. We're going to arm you with the knowledge you need to make way smarter, safer choices. All right, let's get into it. First up, let's crack the code that's printed right on the side of every single tire. It might look like a totally random string of numbers and letters, but it's basically the tire's birth certificate. It tells you everything from its size to, believe it or not, its birthday. So let's use a super common example. 255 divided by 55 are 16. That first number, 255, it's pretty straightforward. It's just the width of the tire from one side to the other, measured in millimeters. Generally speaking, a wider tire means you've got a bigger patch of rubber touching the road. Okay, now for that second number, 55. This is called the aspect ratio. All it means is that the height of the tire's sidewall is 55% of its width. Now, this one little number is a huge clue about how your car is going to feel to drive, because it directly affects both your comfort and your handling. And this is where you really see the trade-off. A low-profile tire with a smaller aspect ratio, like, say, 40, has a really short, stiff sidewall. That's what gives you that sporty feel and sharper handling, but you're going to feel every bump in the road. On the other hand, a high-profile tire, maybe with a 60, gives you a much softer, more cushioned ride, but it might feel a little less precise if you take a corner too fast. And the last part of this code? Super simple. The R just stands for radial, which is the standard for pretty much every modern car tire out there, so you don't have to worry about that. And the 16 tells you the diameter of the wheel it's supposed to fit on, and that's measured in inches. Easy enough. All right, now for what I think is the most critical safety number on the entire tire, the manufacturing date. It's kind of hidden at the end of that long DOT code. You're looking for the last 4 digits. 1017 here means it was made in the 10th week of 2017. Here's the big takeaway. Always check this date when you're buying new tires. Why? Because rubber breaks down over time. A brand new tire that's been sitting on a shelf for 5 years is already a safety risk before you even put it on your car. Okay, so we've cracked the code. Now let's get into some essential maintenance tips and a few surprising little secrets that have a massive impact on how your tires perform and, of course, how long they last. You ever wonder why tires are always black? It's not a fashion choice. The color actually comes from a super important ingredient called carbon black. Think of it like a secret weapon for rubber. It makes the tire stronger, it pulls heat away from the tread so it doesn't overheat, and it even acts like sunscreen, protecting the rubber from UV damage. This one ingredient is a huge reason why modern tires are so safe and last so long. Here's another little secret for you. Brand new tires can be kind of slippery. See, during manufacturing, they use a lubricant to get the tires out of their molds, and a thin layer of that stuff stays on the surface. It actually reduces your traction at first. So it's a really good idea to take it easy for the first couple hundred miles to wear off that coating, especially if it's raining. So you've probably heard about filling your tires with nitrogen. Is it really worth it? Well, the science is real. Nitrogen molecules are bigger, so they seep out slower, and it's a dry gas, so it helps prevent rust on the inside of the wheel. But for most of us, it's probably not worth the extra cash. Regular old air is already 78% nitrogen. The most important thing, by a long shot, is just checking your tire pressure regularly. Doesn't matter what's inside. And finally, let's talk rotation. Seriously, rotating your tires every 5,000 to 8,000 miles is one of the best things you can do for them. It makes sure all 4 tires wear down nice and evenly. Not only does this extend their life and save you money, but it also gives you much more consistent, predictable handling. It's a total win-win. So how do you know when your tires are trying to tell you they're ready for retirement? Let's go over the key warning signs that a tire is becoming unsafe, because trust me, it's about a lot more than just how much tread you have left. Now, here is something a lot of people just don't realize. Tires expire. Yep, they have a shelf life. The rubber compounds actually break down chemically over time. Most car makers say you should replace your tires after 10 years at the absolute max, even if they look brand new. And once they hit 6 years old, you should really get them inspected by a pro every year. This is exactly why checking that manufacturing date we talked about is so, so important. Okay, so besides the age, you got to keep your eyes and your ears open. Look for any visible cracks on the sidewall. People call it dry rot, and it's a huge red flag. Then check your tread. If it's worn down to those little raised bars that are sitting in the grooves, it's time for a new set. And listen to your car. A new, weird humming or droning sound or a vibration that just won't go away, that could be a sign of internal damage. Don't just turn up the radio. Get it checked out. Sooner or later, a flat tire happens to just about everyone. Knowing how to change one safely isn't just a useful skill, it's absolutely essential. Let's walk through the steps so you can handle this common roadside headache like a pro. Safety first, always. Pull as far off the road as you possibly can, find flat, solid ground, and flick on your hazard lights. Now here's a common mistake. Don't jack up the car yet. First, use the wrench to break the lug nuts loose while the car is still on the ground. It's way easier. Then, position a jack at the spot your car's manual shows you and lift it up. Swap the tire and just hand tighten the nuts for now. Lower the car until the tire just touches the ground, then tighten the nuts firmly in a star or a crisscross pattern. This is super important because it makes sure the wheel mounts evenly. Lower the car all the way, do one last tightening check, and you're good to go. Just don't forget to check the air pressure in that spare tire as soon as you can. All right, last section. Let's talk about picking the right tire for your next purchase. I know there are a ton of options out there, but the key is to match the tire to your actual needs, not just grab the cheapest one on the rack. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, where and how do I actually drive? If you live somewhere with pretty mild weather, all-season tires are a decent compromise. But, and this is a big but, if you deal with serious winters, dedicated winter tires are a massive safety upgrade. The rubber is designed to stay soft and grippy in the cold. On the flip side, summer tires give you incredible performance in the heat, but they become dangerously hard and slick as soon as it gets cold. See? The best tire isn't about the brand. It's about the one that's right for your journey. Wow, we've covered a lot today, huh? From decoding those numbers on the sidewall to understanding that tires actually expire. So considering everything we've talked about, the manufacturing date, the tread depth, the type of tire, what's the one thing you're going to go check on your own tires first? Take a second to think about it. Hopefully, you feel a little more empowered and ready for the road ahead. Until next time, drive safe.
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.